In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. Welcome, friends, to the 44th episode of Crime and Punishment, a legal podcast, not a political one. The official podcast of the Invictus Law Firm, PA, a criminal defense law firm in Orlando, Florida. The website for which is augustusinvictus.com. And that is me, yours truly, the host of this program. Typically, I direct you to the viral style and the newsletter. As you can imagine, it has been a week this week. I came basically unprepared for this program today. We are going to read one article and one article only. And I want to start off by making sure that the sound is good, yes, but also by making sure that this is up. I want everybody to see this. I want to make sure that this is live on the screen, that there is no ambiguity as to what is going on here. So I'm going to wait for it to come up on YouTube. There's a slight delay from my broadcasting to you. But once that comes up, assuming it's not a black screen, assuming you can still hear the audio, please do let me know. In the meantime, I'm going to log in to the newsletter. I'm going to post that. And from there, you can find the viral style yourself. Please do support the program. We could use some new electronics, maybe even video broadcast things. I don't know. Maybe we'll get crazy. Maybe we'll get like a sound mixer and all these cool things. Maybe even, there it is. All right. So it is coming up on the screen. You will see there my offer of general amnesty. We're going to read the article in which I first referenced this. But I want this up on the screen so that everybody knows that this applies to everyone across the board. Everyone. I'll get to the text of that later, but I want it up on the screen so I don't forget it. I want it up on the screen so everybody can read it and no one can pretend they did not know about this. So, let's back up and start at the beginning. If you search the internet for yours truly, you'll of course get Wikipedia first thing up. A lot of people say, oh, I don't have a Wikipedia page. You don't want one, I promise you. You don't want one. Second after Wikipedia is the Southern Poverty Law Center. Next after that, the Orlando Sentinel. You can see a pattern here. None of these, the Daily Beast, none of these have the news that came out this week. Not a single listing for that. You go to another one, you type in the Herald with my name. You get articles about my arrest. You get articles about Charlottesville, being denied bail. All these salacious things. Not a single article about what happened this week. You type in Augustus Invictus, Charlotte Observer. Well, you see that actually there is one from this week saying that this is going to trial. You see, again, cited coronavirus, gets bail, all this crazy stuff, charged with kidnapping. Not a single article about what actually happened this week. It's like it's on purpose, one might think, if they were cynical. So let me cut to the chase of it and tell you what the article is and what happened this week, in case you don't know already. Invictus, the former Senate president candidate from Florida, not guilty in South Carolina trial. That is the headline for the Charlotte Observer. It appears to be a redraft of the original headline, because if you look at the tab in the metadata here, it says, Florida man who ran for president, Senate, not guilty in South Carolina trial. Well, apparently, some very wise person advised whatever troll wrote that headline, listen, we are all on the hook now. Turns out this guy was right from day one, and everything he has said has come to pass. So let's maybe not dig the knife anymore. Let's just name it Invictus, the former Senate president candidate from Florida, not guilty in South Carolina trial. And I gotta say, that is probably the most neutral, matter-of-fact headline I've ever seen about myself in my life. Congratulations to the Charlotte Observer and the Herald of Rock Hill, South Carolina on that. This is the article we are reading today. And then we are going to get to the text of the image that you see on the screen there. Are these being uploaded to Gab TV? Asks Michael. I didn't know Gab had a TV. To be honest, I will look into that. We typically simulcast to YouTube, Twitter. I don't know if Facebook's still doing that. I think it's doing it to my personal page, but not the public one for some reason. D-Live, Twitch, what's the other one? Some other thing that we've got. But I didn't know Gab TV had one, and I don't think it's an option on Restream. Restream is how I broadcast all these at the same time. So we got a few things. Praise God and congratulations on your victory against false accusations. Thank you, Freedom Falcon. Congratulations, Augustus. You are an inspiration to many. Thank you. Person whose name I cannot pronounce. Hey, dude, I hope you're having a kick-butt Friday. This is a family program. Congratulations on beating the S word, too. Thank you, Zig. Cheers. Cheers to you as well, Nat. And good afternoon to Seamless. Now, we're going to read this article alone. Number one, because I don't want to confuse this with anything else going on in the news. Right now, we've got some news about Disney. We've got some news about Netflix. I don't want to talk about those. We're just going to talk about this quick program. The other reason being my son is home sick from school. Poor guy's over here playing with bugs and trains and guns. Not real guns. Not real guns. Fake guns. Got the orange cap on it and everything. A South Carolina jury late Tuesday evening. I don't know if it's late Tuesday. All right, so there are a few things that I've got to correct, but for the most part, I mean, probably 90% of this article is actually not just neutral, but correct. Believe it or not. There are some things that do need to be corrected. Nitpicking here, but it was not late Tuesday evening. It was like 4:30 p.m., okay? A South Carolina jury late Tuesday evening found Augustus Sol Invictus not guilty of domestic violence. The verdict came after a trial following an arrest where Invictus's wife accused him of choking her and putting a gun to her head in Rock Hill in December 2019. Invictus's wife was not present in the court, and testimony revealed she refused to attend the trial. The jury deliberated less than 30 minutes before coming back with the not guilty verdict on a charge of domestic violence of a high and aggravated nature. For those not hip to criminal law in South Carolina, which I've got a lot to say about, domestic violence of a high and aggravated nature is basically a step down from attempted murder. It's about as serious a charge as you can bloody get. And if you will recall, if you've been following this saga from day one, they were originally putting in all the newspapers and gloating about the fact that they were going to put me in prison for 65 years. About a month later, they offered me probation, effectively. Long way down in a very short period of time. But that is about the most serious charge you can get, short of attempted murder, or murder itself. Anyway, you might have noticed that part. The jury deliberated less than 30 minutes before coming back with the not guilty verdict. Personally, I have never seen a jury come back that fast on anything, but a not guilty that fast is just unheard of. That's actually a scene in The Devil's Advocate, which I'd advise everyone to watch. Especially you, Tiger. I know you're out there listening, and you probably still haven't seen it yet. Anyway, Invictus, 38. That's accurate. I am 38 and a half. Invictus, 38, has said from the time of his first court appearance in January 2020 that he was innocent of the allegations. Invictus has no criminal record, court testimony showed. Invictus, a lawyer from Orlando, Florida, as you know, dear listener, because we say it every podcast, did not testify in the 2-day trial in York County, South Carolina. Testimony in the trial stated the couple had been living in Rock Hill in 2019. The first subsection here is titled... You okay, buddy? No? Okay, well, I'll be right with you, okay? You still got your water out there. The first subsection here is titled, Invictus Still Wants an Apology from Authorities. After the verdict, Invictus told the Herald that he still will accept an apology from authorities in the case. Invictus said more legal action may be possible. At his first court appearance in Rock Hill in January 2020, Invictus said he would accept an apology from authorities. That statement came after he was arrested in Florida and charges were made by Detective Matt Beach of the Rock Hill Police Department. Quote, "I said on day one I would magnanimously accept Detective Beach's apology," end quote, Invictus said to the Herald in the courthouse hallway Tuesday with his defense lawyers standing next to him. Quote, "I am granting a general amnesty until May 1st for everyone to provide me with their letters of apology," end quote. Invictus's defense lawyer, 16th Circuit Public Defender B.J. Barrowclough, said after court that the 12-member jury came back with a unanimous not guilty verdict. Quote, "We appreciate the hard work the jury put in," Barrowclough said. "We are very happy with the jury's verdict." A charge of possession of a weapon during a violent crime was dismissed by Judge Brian Gibbons after prosecutors completed trial arguments because the threshold had not been met for that charge to go to the jury, Gibbons said. That's another inaccuracy. That's not the only reason it was thrown. It wasn't, it didn't meet this threshold. The prosecution conceded there was absolutely no evidence that was ever happened. There wasn't zero evidence. The article also does not mention that the original charge was dismissed in February 2020, over 2 years ago. But here's the point, and this is why I said it'd be a quick program today. This is why I said that this is up on the screen. I am granting a general amnesty until May 1st for everyone to provide me with their letters of apology. This reporter, God bless him, actually quoted me verbatim. This entire paragraph here, he even showed it to me to make sure that he was quoting me accurately. Good for him. So that is accurate. And what I'm posting up here on the screen, this is the actual text of the offer of general amnesty. Now, there's not... Yeah, I know that. That's okay. Now, I have not emailed this to everyone yet. I've got a very long list, as you can imagine. But most people have received this. Those who have not will receive it between today and tomorrow, and will have at least a full week. It reads as follows. Offer of general amnesty. To all who raised their hand against me, all who devastated my family, all who incarcerated me for 8 months or sought to imprison me for the rest of my life, all who sought to ruin me professionally, all who conspired against me to take my children from me, to destroy their lives along with mine, to cause my younger children to grow up without a father and my elder children to live in disgrace, I hereby offer a general amnesty to you all. In order to accept this offer, I require a letter of apology mailed to the following address. Augustus Invictus, Esquire, 424 East Central Boulevard, number 731, Orlando, Florida, 32801. You may contact me at invictuspa@protonmail.com to request a release of liability. I will withdraw all present actions and lawsuits against those already engaged and will not file suit, bar complaint, judicial grievance, internal affairs report, or any other action whatsoever against any person who submits their letter of apology before 01 May 2022. Neither will I publish your letter, nor will I disclose the contents thereof. In the spirit of Eastertide, this is a genuine offer to walk away from all hostilities whatsoever. Executed in the city of Rock Hill, York County, South Carolina, this 20th day of April in the year of our Lord 2022. Signed, Augustus Invictus. I cannot imagine a way in which I could bend over any further backwards to extend the olive branch. That is the offer. It applies to everyone, every journalist, every cop, every lawyer, every bureaucrat, every personal acquaintance who set me up, everybody. Everyone has until May 1st. I believe both Caesar and Christ would agree with this. So that is that. It then goes into the trial lasted 2 days. And then it, of course, ends on the obligatory, actually not too bad. Invictus ran for Senate and president. It does say, well, his lawyer said something about an alt-right news site, but otherwise, no crazy allegations whatsoever. Invictus ran for U.S. Senate in 2016 from Florida and said online in 2020 he was a candidate for president. One of Invictus's lawyers said previously in court, Invictus operated an alt-right news site. Invictus is known for his views published online and at public speeches about politics and American society, according to previous court hearings and news accounts from CBS, the Miami Herald, and other sources. I've got to say, I've never seen a more neutral article about me. How about that? Anyway, I'm not going to go into the facts of the case. I'm not going to go into this whole section about the trial and all the allegations and all that. Like I said, everyone has until May 1st. Obviously, I have already received several apologies, and I'm not going to throw those people under the bus because I'm a man of my word. So, I'm going to go take care of Odysseus. Poor guy had to come home sick from school. I see... Freedom Falcon says, I see your son is a man of culture. That's right. Bugs, trains, and guns. Right, buddy? That's right. He's shaking his head, yes. All right. Let's see. Glad to hear you got the not guilty verdict. So many men being falsely accused by women now. Yeah, you know, it's synchronistic, this Johnny Depp trial going on. How about that? Good for him. Bunch of simp enforcers jumped on that bandwagon hating on you. They need to pay for that. Yeah, well, like I said, frater, everybody's got till May 1st. And then nobody pays. I'll tell you, things have already worked out better than I ever could have planned. I've got people putting my kids through private school already. But, you know what? Everybody's got a chance. It's been a long road for you, says Corey. I hope this brings the results you hope for. Good luck, brother. Best to Odysseus. Thank you, Patfa. Cheers, Augustus. Cheers to you as well. It has been a long road. It's over now. Hey, Odysseus. You hear your name? Come here, buddy. You want to see? See all these guys up here? They're all saying best to you, buddy. I hope you feel better. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Good boy. All right, everybody. I think that's a full episode for today. Really wanted to get that offer of general amnesty out there. Now, nobody can pretend they did not know about this, because all the people who did this, they watch all of my social media like people who watch social media. So now everybody knows about it. Next week, we will come back with the news. We'll talk about Disney. We'll talk about Netflix. We'll talk about Elon Musk. We'll talk about all that. Until then, everyone, stay in school. Don't do drugs. What do you want to say, Odysseus? Want to say goodbye to everybody?
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Till then.